Hello, welcome to the stream. Please don't be scared to say hello in the chat. I do know who you are, but I like to make sure my chat's working and all that too. So please feel free to say hellos into the chat. Hello there, darling. Well, today we have got a special game planned for you guys. Well, no, I've already played this. We are going to continue our time on I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. This is going to be rather interesting, and I cannot wait, because this is going to be a rather fun game for you guys to enjoy. So we will get right into it straight away. Continue. Now, last time we left off, I'm pretty sure I lost because I failed at a cooking thing, when it came to cooking for lunch. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you could tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launched into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like, like him? Like. I know it sounds like I'm moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talk. I wish I could talk. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom queen. Queen. Yeah, you're a girl, Colonel Sanders. Ugh. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at our school. He didn't even go and was also a convertible. Can I get my voice to work? And was also the conver- and was also the hi, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooking language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boys, like I am with Colonel Sanders. And you and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student at that ever to attend University of Cooking Academy for Learning. You're a thing now. We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea of how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Hi. I just don't want to do a voice while you guys are there. Your bestie's eyes light up. Secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. Dot 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 dot. Dot. So this summer, when I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical gardens where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. Yeah. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase up with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was like unlike anything I ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared that interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch. Like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. Besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt that'll be much use to anyone. Ugh, cough, fibber. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know. It came. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Do I tell her? Oh my god, my fake ingredient. What do you think, darling? Should I tell her? Or should I make a completely fake ingredient? Just completely fake it? Alrighty. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about it was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion. L, have you been in this game? Witch's potion. 11 the witch, have you been in this game? But what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you satisfy her curiosity. She'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some typing on her phone that you can't quite see. Probably not good. Who you can ask and definitely, and she was definitely not texting secrets to other people. You're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Look at that man on that stallion. Should I stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him? What do you think? I want to see chats. So what do you think? Should I stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him? You don't know? It's simple, one or two. Run to him or don't run to him. Don't run to him? Okay. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it. That's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Cruelbook just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sam disappears into the school, leaving you and Marianne to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something really bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know, by the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. The counterfeiting recipe's bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Oh, whoa there, little. Whoa. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Oh, why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? I cannot do voices and I hate that. Tell them something intro, act like you're not interested in them, but really try to get it. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them.
Have you had medication today?
No, and I don't plan on it.
No?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I've been getting fine without it. I'm gonna keep that because I don't want to throw up.
Just make sure you put socks on.
Oh, yeah, I'll get that done after the stream. Alright. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt. You little evil. You finally get a look at what they're hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the Spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley's Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and it contains our secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Spork monster. Oh, it was like a mashed potato monster with like sporks sticking out of it. You notice that they hadn't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall. They're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Before you could dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. That's Clank, the one Miriam is in love with. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is Russ, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrived to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please, take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a cow down all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed that name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss the most of the important parts. When then, when you come to Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Krubak, naturally this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Now, do we want to sample a glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit? One, two, or three. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. What chicken Declaration of Independence? I love that. Now, what do we want to do? One, two, three. Dog biscuit. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit treat is made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters, and the entire class looks in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I I never even got to taste it. Again, this for the end. Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't a great choice. Oh damn, I failed. Try again. A glass of water. We'll go through all this again. Oh wait, no, I told her. Okay, I told her. I need to do something. I need to load 6 byte. Because I accidentally told her and I don't want to ruin the story, so I gotta do it all again. I'll just stop wasting on this time because I don't want to do this. Never mind, I guess I am doing this. Yeah, no. Oh, god damn it. I gotta get this done. I gotta, like, answer these questions properly. So, 1 second. I accidentally went back. I didn't mean to. I'll stop up until I'm on. I stand corrected. Okay, it's time to boil the water for potatoes. What temperature do you always boil the potatoes at? 100 degrees. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. No, it's Celsius. You mentioned 11. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Diligence. No, gratitude, apparently. Try again. Just want to get through this because I don't want to do the questions again. This is the most annoying part now because you're wrong. What the hell? Uh, uh, uh. What a hunk. I know, right? Bruh, I didn't want to do this. I'm doing it again. I don't want to. You're on Celsius 11. Gratitude. Small time when dreams are born. Silence. I believe in you, Krillberg. He's actually cheering you on. This is new. Which would be awesome, except he's watching you make everything tell us what we were doing. And now you could think about it as Colonel Sanders. Uh, what were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. And just would you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused? Shouldn't you know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're failing behind. Uh, what does it do? You're really struggling to keep up. Next question. Oh my god. What, you often find it's that EC who why can turn out much different. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And I'm here with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, no, it wouldn't be fair to compare to you two on account of Krubok's injury. You see sprinkles below the Phillips into the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find an array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Crawlbook to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce um, on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients in within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese couté on top of sliced honeycomb, ice cream two ways, and tender nugget, and pearls of blueberry glace. Colonel Sanders seemed intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Sympathetically isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? No, you. As he places his sauce-covered fingers onto his lip, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch on fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy, fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably there to tell you he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married, and he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from what's running with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born this way. But I've walked to the paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an abstraction. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept board and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my misleads. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from a night before, you prepare for the worst. It's Spork Monster. Oh yeah, there's the Spork Monster. Let go the Spork Monster here to find a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gurko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. What? That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gurko, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so not really. We're pretty much equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Kruber is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All for better enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Inspiration strikes, and you come up with a quick idea. Jump on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's mouth, and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once. Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at school until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book? Precisely. Barco used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you could find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I'll be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Brubuk. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel said his home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Colonel Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you lived in such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never working, never stop imagining. Hey, look, if you look at the candle, it's got a special significant KFC thing. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there's something. It's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures, but I'm not sure I've nailed it yet. But I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want it. Should you reveal your new creation? Or keep it a secret? He told us his a secret ingredient, so I think I, I think I think I'm ready to share him. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your personal cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you could talk yourself out, you decide to dive headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping in ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. God damn it, it's the stupid coleslaw that you buy from KFC. It's the shredded cabbage disc glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux Hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw. Why? Why? Until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be right back, just in a moment. You realize that now would be a perfect time to do some snooping. Why? Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about Colonel. Why? We're not snooping around his house. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns to you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11 the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Tap on the item to discover more about Colonel. Bruh. An adorable little baby crawls across the floor from the goatee and a mustache combo he sports. You figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's just the drumstick he seems to be wailing like a rattle. Who framed a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face a logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Oh. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. I don't want to go in there just yet. I want to learn more about Mr. Colonel Sanders. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my dad? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I can just tell you my real name. It's. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window and you open a you open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They both hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. I want to get to know everything about this man. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on the nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. I knew it. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in the lake? Summer of 69? No. It's one of the secret ingredients. Recipes. It's. Tap on an item. Discover more about Colonel. Why are we looking at a lock of. Okay. A lock of silver hair is woven to the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair Therian isn't just silvery in color, but it's actually made of spun silver. A chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped in the chicken foot to read the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet to find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one of its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. That's what they meant. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual. Meanwhile, we're wearing his coat. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing this jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. Uh, you confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel, yes, Coolbook. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think we should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Ooh! Dream sequence. Chicken, chicken, chicken. You wake up to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new ingredient that you just learned about. Interesting. In some jurisdictions, whatever it is, isn't even illegal. But if the recipe is a secret, how they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a glow. I'm gonna go real quick. Jump off a cliff. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Oh wow, wow. It's meatlicious. It's chicken and two biscuits. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Whoa, whoa. Oh, for a sec, I thought it said take him down for a peg. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? You know, I think we might be a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings. You're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you could find is to run the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for one more. No one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? I because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay. But now it turns out you're fine. I could finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but I'm gonna hit her. Well, punch her right in the face, right in the nose, break her glasses. But you'll not believe what happened to me after school. That's it. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful when I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can go on and I can get to know a little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving. What? He took me skydiving with his friends with things quick surprise. Did you just see skydiving? Is that a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Marianne time to tell you her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Marianne tells you to move on from this Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong. You don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals. Oh, great. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp the fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. Mm. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Crawlbook, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. That was me that was talking. I thought it was Ashley. Now you're twisting my words. I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders just I see look at her. Look at her. She's so sweet and innocent now. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are getting close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Krulbook, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke my nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? Being a nice guy? Oh. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Kruberg. I am more than capable of speaking for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk in the class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of food. See you inside, Kruberg. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Well, that's that book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it wasn't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page. Hold up, 1 second. You open to a page covered with arcane arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on an upcoming final exam. That is way too drastic. Couldn't you just do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. No! I don't want to. I don't want to. No. Get with this man. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice and makes an announcement. I want all of you to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up as he begins to breathe. He must be hungry. Reaches for some old homework to give us. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially. Sprinkles stops his track. He focuses in the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here! Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over. He doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel who named him Terran? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Krubok, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before we can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills into the classroom. Oh, I told you to save it for after class. Aww. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you just had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and John, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are not the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. And then take Jeff and Joanne with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Aww. Plank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his track. Oh shit. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has wheels, not feet. It's not only entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown exam. Trademark. I don't know why it's trademark, but it is. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think about your own components, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? You okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you. We're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Marianne brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up with Colonel Sanders and Stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person. You shouldn't settle for the first someone you show a little interest in. Anyhow, Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu today. For today, I'm gonna make a very special soup, and I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend your time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, and a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van Van and the van of Van Van, the supposed man and its evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of your recipe you've been working on. Rulebook's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Rulebook, what are you doing here? There's still time for the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie begins to bake, but the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick with when the oven timer goes on. I have to. Like I ignore it like there's no sound. I can't just do that. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Oh, that looks good, actually. Oh, what do you think of that, honey? That looks delicious. I could honestly go for that. Oh, wow. That is, It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There is no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. Now, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop this here. We're gonna get this in the final showdown in the next stream, because this seems like something that I want to do in the next stream. Let me just switch this. I'm going to talk to you guys still, obviously, for a little bit. Well, that was very interesting, I might mention. I hope you did enjoy the stream. I will probably stream this it's not too soon. I'll give it like a couple days. I gotta do a stream tomorrow with oh yeah, there will be a stream tomorrow of the A Bloody Web. I've got audio this time, so that'll be fixed up because there wasn't audio last time, so I will have audio. We got the next law session. It's gonna be great, and I hope you guys will enjoy. Um, other than that though, uh, I don't know, like enjoy the rest of the night and keep being limey.